My name is Raoul Olou and I'm a multidisciplinary artist based in Toronto.
My name is Cheryl Rock and I am a fine artist. I've been practicing for over 20 years. I am also an educator in the GTA and I'm currently a principal of a high school.
Kungnau Lomwa, Nijishinzi Vanessa, Nihala Nape Potwatme Okwao, Nonjai El Napawi Al Kai, Shikokian Toronto, Anishik. Hi everybody, my name is Vanessa. I was introducing myself in the Lenape language. I am from El Napawi Al Kai, which is a reserve in southwestern Ontario. My family is from there, and I live in Toronto.
It was really great because it gave my work a lot of visibility.
So winning the Mayor's Purchase Award really just felt like total validation of the work that I create and my past, I would say, my art practice, because I've always wanted to participate in Toronto Outdoor Art Fair. I'd always go and watch at Nathan Phillips Square, and really just being chosen for the Mayor's Purchase Award was validation. It just really made me feel like I was accomplishing the goals. So one of my past goals as an artist has been to make sure that I'm part of the ongoing and historic and future art scene in the Toronto area.
These pieces are made using the zigzag stitch with porcupine quill embroidery. So porcupine quills were used and continue to be used by Indigenous people across Turtle Island, and they were used historically, like I said, until today. So this is an art practice that I grew up knowing about and seeing, but I didn't know anybody who actually made porcupine quill work. So I'd admired it for a really long time, and in 2017 I took the initiative to go out there and find somebody who could teach me. Porcupines have a fluffy hair, they have really long guard hairs, and then they have quills. So one end of the quill, which you can see here, has a little hair follicle, and that is where it's stuck into the porcupine's body. And then the other end of the quill has a dark tip, and that has what's called barbs on them. So it's a rough surface that kind of points in the opposite direction of the pointed quill. And that makes it really easy to go into a predator and really difficult to get out of. So if your dog's ever had porcupine, quills in it, or if you have ever gotten stuck with a porcupine, that's why it's so hard to pull out. So I really like the kind of playful composition that can happen between the works. So it's, just kind of subtle, but, earlier we had this one over here and this one down here. So now the energy kind of points a little bit off towards me. If you turn it this way, then now it's going down. I really like asking, sometimes I ask people, or people just tell me what they see in the different works. 'Cause sometimes with abstraction, it allows the viewer to kind of bring their own interpretations and ideas to the work. And so, I think this one looks like a little, hand kind of pointing out in this direction. Whereas before I would have thought of it as maybe a piece of grass or something growing up towards this guy.
People always ask, what is this art about, and what do you mean silhouette, or how is it prepared? So the work is prepared with an X-Acto knife and typically one sheet of paper, or sometimes with layers of paper and gold leaf. And what I usually do is kind of start with gesture drawing, look at just ways to create form or capture an idea or a notion about a person. And then it's basically a subtractive method of removing the pieces that I don't need to reveal the figure that's there. So I would say that the people that I depict are an amalgamation or a hybrid of people I've met either through my family, through my Barbadian heritage, or I would say also women in Toronto, and just really capturing that vibe of the diversity, the creativity, the funk, the sass, the amazing, powerful beings that we interact with every day.
So this painting, for example, I called it Former Honest Ed, and so that was I assisted one artist to do a mural on the planters that was literally in front of this location, and we used to stay there and like talk for like. Yeah, we painted the planter for I think 3 days, and like as we were painting them, like we could see like the transformation of the location, like seeing how the Honested, the building was getting demolished, and like the crane went up. So I was really interested in like documenting that moment, that specific moment of like seeing the first crane being erected when before you could see the sign, the Honested sign. So I think that was a specific moment that I wanted to capture, because I do like documenting the change, because I feel like change in the city, it's change is a very potent event, like full of possibility, and then I feel like it was an interesting thing to document. I like those in between moments of like this is a place that was that existed like in a lot of collective memory, and like and this moment where like it's not a thing that is becoming and is a in between. I really like those moments, and that's why again like the time of the day is also an in between time. Like I painted them at the I don't know the name in English. Like it's called Entre chien et loup in French. It's like the moment between the sunset and night, and it's a real in between moment, and I was really interested in that.